Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Amanullah Sand. I facilitate virtual programs at Teacher Development Webinars. Teacher Development Webinars is a social action project implemented by British Council Active Citizens in Pakistan as a response to COVID-19 crisis. It is an initiative to support teachers and educators around the world with professional development opportunities. We are thankful to Master English Training for sponsoring a Zoom account. And in this webinar, we will realize the potential of video recording lessons. We'll learn the use of video editing software InShot, and then master the application of needed features and tricks for a quality English language teaching lessons on its free version. For our today's webinar, it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Sana Abid. She has from Multan. She's always been enthusiastic about English language learning and teaching, and she holds an ample degree in English language linguistics with distinction, and it's her 7th year going on as an ELT professional with a signified history of teaching almost every age group. Currently, she is teaching at Privilege University National College of Business Administration and Economics in Multan. She has presented at ELA Expo 2020 and got nominated for TESOL Convention 2020. Moreover, she has extensive experience with massive open online courses, MOOCs, and she hopes to build an empathetic and equitable world for all. Welcome, Sana. Thanks very much for joining us here for our today's webinar.
Thank you so much, Miss Sarah Manula. Yeah. Do I need to
So
share?
now you can, yep. So now you need to share your screen.
Okay. I did not get the option here. You got to allow me for that.
No, you can. You are co-host, so you can.
I did not get any option
There's
here
an
to share.
option called screen share.
Yeah.
Screen
I
share.
just got it. I just got it on the full screen.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Okay. I hope everyone is staying safe in this pandemic and doing well. So I am Sana Abid, and the topic that I'm going to present today is the software, the application that is actually readily used already by everyone around the world, InShot, for video editing and the photo editing and compiling other stuff as well for social media accounts. But here I'm going to talk about that how can we use this readily used application and software as an educational tool, because this COVID-19, this coronavirus has changed the scenario of education around the world, and everybody do agree with me for this. So, but I, as an educationist, do believe that actually it was a blessing in disguise that because sooner or later in Pakistan, we educators were bound to be on this track of, technology-based instructions and education, teaching and learning. So for this, I do believe that it was, it happened good for us that we are here. Like, I know that was very forceful, that was very swift, but when once we are here, so now we are struggling and we are trying to be, on the right track, do good. So for this, I'm going to present that how can we use this software to compile, quality video, the quality English language classroom lessons. So for this, the video, the term video, when I use this term here for this webinar, everybody do agree with me that already video has to, the mod video, they have taken over our classrooms, English language classrooms specifically. And the researchers around the world do say that video has become an important part of higher education that can even serve as the cornerstone of many blended courses. That's why we see that our different professional development courses for the educators, like we have MOOCs and the GOCs. They have video mode of lessons in different modules, and even multiple studies have shown that specifically videos can be of a highly effective educational tool. So for this, I'm going to talk about that why should we use video recorded lesson? I know that teachers are still, hesitant to come to the camera and, be online for online classes. But now, it's time to, come out of our shell, come out of our comfort zone. So for this, I do believe that teachers would be very much convenient to record their lessons once the audience is not there. So, and they do not have any, you can say, confusion, or they do not have any problem to face their camera and record their lesson. For this, I believe that they should use video recorded lesson. I'm going to talk about the benefits of it. Okay, everybody again would agree with me that visual and auditory nature of the videos appeals to a wider audience, and it allows each users to process information in a way that's natural to us, them. Why? Because we are all are grown up in a way in traditional classrooms where the teachers are available, the instruction is available, instruction and the application, the action is going hand in hand. So that's quite natural for us. And then once the students do have their video offline with them, so I believe they are going to get the touch of, their natural class, the traditional class. So it does not only benefit the students, but do benefit the teachers as well. For this, I'm going to talk about, first of all, benefits for the teachers. Again, the same thing, no tension for the students missing a particular class for any reason. Just like I know being an educationist, being a teacher trainer, being a teacher right now here for English language, this is the problem that we are facing, that students are again and again missing the classes once they are staying there at their home. They belong to diverse background, and most of the students that we have right now for English as a secondary language, they belong to remote areas. As we are living in Pakistan, so the landscape, most of the landscape of Pakistan is actually still deprived of quality internet connection. So for that, students are missing, classes, and again, the burden of the teacher is double for this. So they have to be, the first they have to give the online classes, and then they have to be available for students 24/7 to give instruction and again, the repeated instructions are there. So once you record your lesson, so no tension for a student to miss the class, and then no repeated instructions on teacher's part. So for this, it is again easy to record without any interruption. Once you just, you're looking in the camera and you're recording it, so no hesitation is there, no confusion is there, no actually interruption from the, repeated interruption from the students that, okay, I want to ask this, or this is not clear, this thing is that, something like this. So once you record it, so if students are not getting one particular instruction, so they can just, replay that particular part and get that instruction. I believe this. So yes, again, the reuse of videos for many more future semesters. Yes, we have semesters, and if I'm teaching a particular semester, a particular subject, so there are, the good chances that I got to teach that subject again and again in, future semesters. So I may use those videos that I have just compiled once, in as many classes as I want. Then once we start to be on this track of, the video lessons, video recorded lessons, the online classes, so I believe that we are going to be in this smooth transition from traditional teaching to digital teaching, because that's the future, thanks to, 21st century and the technology that we guys are here, and already we have, so good tools available. So yes, I told you that it does offer, benefits for the students. So for that, no connectivity issue for the students, because recently when I was just taking language classes for a batch. So there were few students who had, they belong to remote area and they had severe connectivity issue. So I gave them the suggestion that, okay, I'm recording the lesson for you. I'm recording the instruction for you. So what can you do is that just in a week or after 3 days, like twice a week, you guys can go to some good place, nearby with good internet connection. So, and download all those videos and the instruction that I'm sending you. So they did, they did, and then they just reported me that that was the best idea they could ever have from a teacher. And now they have my those lessons, and there is no problem for them to, you be the master of that particular thing that they are doing. So easy access to instructions offline everywhere, just like I have just mentioned, anytime and through anything. Yes, this is one of the very great features of this particular what do we call that, software and application, that it is available on our mobile phones, laptops and computers equally. And we like at the time that we were students, so I must admit that we used to love the time when we were allowed to learn at our own pace. So I believe that now we must once we are teachers, so we must give the students this space they are, in need of, that they must learn everything at their own pace. Because obviously this pandemic is not affecting us physically only, but mentally as well. Like emotionally, everybody is devastated, and we are staying at home. And for some time we love staying at home, and then after a while we start to be like something like not easy, emotionally devastated. So for this, we must give students this particular space to learn at their own pace. So once the recorded lessons are going to be there, they are there for this. So revise instructions as many times as needed. That's just I have mentioned in benefits for the teachers, that no repeated instructions are required at their part for the students, because once they are giving them, providing them with recorded lessons, so they are, going to be easy. The students are going to be easy, and the teachers are going to be easy as well. So touch of traditional class with aviates, I have mentioned already that we are grown up in traditional setting, being available every time for our students. So the instructions and action and everything is going hand in hand with both of us, at both parts. So touch of traditional class is there for the students. So the smooth transition from traditional teaching and learning to digital teaching and learning. So here I'm going to talk about the video editing software that I have been talking about, InShot. It is already one of the most used photo and video editing application available on phones with Android and the Apple and the iOS operating system, and they're highly user friendly. Why I'm talking about this particular software application? Because it is highly user friendly. Even a weaker student of your class, I believe, and this is what I'm speaking from my own experience, a weaker student from your class can easily understand it and use it if they want to submit any video assignment to you people. So highly user friendly, and it comes in two versions, just like any other software and application in the world: free and premium, means paid. So here I'm specifically talking about the free version, that how in free version we teachers, educators, and specifically English language trainers can compile very good, catchy and attractive English language lessons for the students. I know that's the one catchy feature of English language teaching and English language teachers, that they are always attractive to the students. That's the only why they are interested in English language classes, and they are there to learn English as their secondary and foreign language. So for this, that the features I'm going to talk about, it can add text in different styles, in different fonts, and different transition in your screen. And it can add even animations, stickers, and even pictures. You see the pictures without the background in very high end and very like excellently compiled videos. of different, A plus category organizations and different A plus category, firms and the institutions and organizations all around the world that we do see. So here in this specific webinar, I'm going to talk about those no background pictures. Those are known as PNG pictures. And then the change the aspect to be used on different platforms. Yes, this is what I loved about it. That before this, that I've been using so many, video editing softwares, but they never gave this option in, their free version to have the screen size, the screen ratio according to different platforms. Just like we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have YouTube. So everybody would know that every one of these platform, they do have their different ratio, and they do not allow from one platform to go to another platform in the same size. Or so this is why we see that it is kind of a stupid mess up, that they are just sending from one platform to another, and then it is being messed up. So what do we do? That we have to compile our videos specifically for one platform and then specifically for another platform. So it is like the burden is there on the teacher's part and on the videographer's part. So once even the videographers, I have been in touch with just to know more about this video editing skills for English language teachers. So, they talked about this thing that yes, once they are using these applications for mobile phones, so they do prefer InShot. So then we can talk about the catchy background you can add. It's not like that, okay, once you have added one simple white or green background in your video and for the students compiling the lesson, so you cannot change it. No, you can change it, and you can even add catchy backgrounds to that. And then you can add music to your lessons. That is again the catchy feature, the key resource for ELT community. And you can even record your voiceover for the lessons. This is the great feature I hail for. And then the best one is that it allows us, even in its free version, to remove the watermark. You see that so many teachers, my colleagues, they used to talk about different, just like we have Corel, Adobe. So you are working with that in the free version. And so like so many other are there, the movie editor, and if I'm not wrong, the a few names I am forgetting right now, but they are readily used with InShot. So they can't remove their watermark with that. And that's the only why they don't feel like, share with their student. They feel like that, okay, now we are very poor in video editing skills. So, okay, we are stopping it here. We are shy to show it to the world or, the people. We are actually, bound to answer. So for this, once you want to work as a professional, once you are doing the work, so you can even, remove the watermark. So I am going to show you how. Okay, here I have the already made available my own tutorial. I'm going to play it here. So first of all, you have to download this application. And everything is going to be clear with this. And if you have any question related to it, so you may ask us here. Let me play it here. So first of all, you have to download this application from the App Store. I already have it, so I'm just going to open it. Once you open it, so it gives you three options of photo, video, and collage. We have to click the video one as we have to compile the video. Then once you click this one, new, so it takes you to your gallery. If you already have one recorded video that you want to use for your teaching purpose, that's okay. But if you do not have one, so I would recommend you to have some pictures of blank spaces to be used as your digital board. Just like I do have this one in my photos of a blank wall. Now we will change its size according to the screen ratio of different platforms, just like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. From this caption, canvas. Okay, according to the YouTube, we will change its screen ratio like this.
Okay, after that, we will add text according to the topic we want to teach to our students on the particular day. Let's say we want to teach our students today business communication. Okay, after writing it, you can even change its text style, text color, text transition with so many other options. Okay, like this. So many options are there. I like this one. So yes, it's done. After that, you can even change its color. Okay, for me, black is the one. All right, if you want to add any label, so you can add label like this, and you can even change label color as well like this. But I just don't need any label, so I will choose no label. Okay. After that, we have one more option of that where do you want your text to be appeared on the screen like this with different style. Okay, the alignment is there, the spacing if you need, right? No spacing like this. Okay, then the other option is of transition, like how your text you need to be appeared on the screen, like the style. Okay, and it gives you the loop option as well with different style. But for formal lessons, I like these ones, like the basic ones. Okay, for me, this is the one. All right, now you can even play it to see that how it's appearing on the screen. Okay, and then you can just change its position as well. Change the size as well, change the position as well. Okay. All right. If you want to add more text to your screen, so you can add a layer by adding it like this, basic English language. Okay, now see, it's appearing as the same. You can even change its duration size. All right. Now, if you want to change its color and then the text style, you can change it with like gray. Okay. Now we change its font style with this one. Yeah, this one is good. Now we will see how it's played. Alright, again, we will change its size and the position by dragging it like this. Okay. Then, the other option that I like about InShot is of adding pictures. That is actually one of the key features in English language teaching and learning. Like the lessons are very good with attractive pictures. For that, the option that is mostly open one option. Actually, once we see this option sticker and once we click it, we see these poppy stickers and we feel like that only we can add the stickers. But actually it is more than that. You can add up the pictures from this option and it would take you to your gallery and you can add any picture to your screen, right? Okay, let's see, we want to add which one picture? This one. All right, so you can add your picture like this in the middle of the screen, or if you want it to be appear on the whole screen, it's fine as well. See, it is played like this. And if you want to change its duration size, you can change it from its layer. And if you want it to be appeared on the whole screen, you can drag it to this position. But I like it in the middle of the screen, so I would just change its size and put it in the middle. All right. Okay. One more thing that I want to add in about adding the picture is, once you add the picture normally, so we have these, background with the picture that not all the time it looks good. So what we can do is that, let me just tell you a trick that how can you add pictures without the background. The pictures without the background are known as PNG pictures. Yes. Okay, so already I have searched in my Google Business Communication Skills PNG. PNG means PNG format pictures. Okay, we will search it and we see so many pictures are here. Okay, the next thing that you have to do is that you have to actually change it to your desktop version, means computer version. Then we will go to the tool setting. After tool setting, first we have to go to the images, then the tools, and after tool setting in the color, we have to choose transparent. Once you choose transparent color, so you see there are so many pictures. Okay, now you select this picture and you want to save this picture. Okay, it's saved here in the gallery. Now we will go back towards our InShot and we will add the picture that we have just downloaded, this one, PNG picture, right? Now see, this PNG picture is actually without the background. So which one do you like? I know people like the picture for their videos, those without the background. Okay, so now we will delete this one and we will add this picture here. See? It's played like this. Okay, so what we can do is that we can the next feature that we are going to talk about is the duration of the video, means the length of the video according to your English language lecture. So, okay, how we are going to do it? We are just simply going to click on the clip, and from these options, we are going to click on the speed 1 option and change it as we need it. Let's say if I want to deliver the lecture in a 3 minutes video, so I will just change it according to this, that how many seconds do I need it? 180. So now see, the 3 minutes clip is there for me. Okay. If you want to add the same text as this, so you can even just change the length of this layer by dragging the arrow to the desired position. Okay, and like this one. All right, and the other thing is that if you want any picture or any text to be appeared for the whole length of the video, so you are just going to click on the arrow and video end or the clip end. If you are merging different clips, so you are just going to have it like video end, and if you just need it in one clip, so you would just have it for one clip, means clip end. Like this, see? It's there for the whole video. All right. Okay, so one more thing that I love about this software is of adding your own voice, means recording your own lesson in your own voice, giving the voiceover by the option music. Once you click the music, so it gives you the option of adding tracks or the effects or even record your own voice. Alright, so if I want to record my own voice, so I will just click the button record and allow. See, after the count of 3. share the basic English language skills that we are going to talk about in our lesson. Right? Okay, now it's done. So after getting done with all these features, I want to talk about the last but the richest feature of this application in its free version, that is to remove the watermark. So what happens is that once you click this option, watermark, it gives you these three options of upgrading yourself to the premium one, means a paid version, and to remove this permanently in 320 rupees, but we will click the free remove button. And it would take a and then the ad is there. So now once you cancel it out, see, the watermark is removed. Actually, this is overlooked in a way. People always think that they can remove the watermarks in premium versions, paid versions only. So now the video is done. We will save it. It also gives these three options in which quality you want to save your video in. I always go for the highest quality, so I go with this one. Again, the ad is there. Like I have told you that the only price that you pay for this app and its rich feature is just to watch the ads. And now it will save the video, and then we will move towards the sample lesson. Today's lesson is business communication. Now we must know that business communication promotes an organization's goals, objectives, aims, activities, and it can actually increase profits. For that, a person has to have good communication skills. That includes your presentation skills, negotiation skills, business writing skills, influencing skills, cross-culture communication, winning conversation, selling skills, and the teamwork. And once you have all these qualities, this means you are the best for business. Thank you.
Okay, Ji. So yes, that was all from my side about InShot. I believe that it's going to help every one of you in some manner, like to compile good and catchy lessons for your English language classes, because I believe that our students do well once they are catered in something that is natural to them, the audio or the audio and video lessons that we do have in our English language classes. Because my student used to do very well whenever I used to have some video mods in my class, especially the TED Talks, not TikToks, TED Talks. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sana. Thanks very much for this interactive session and sharing this wonderful resource for video making. And I see someone, Lyndon, asked that it is a problem for low-tech areas to use these resources. So have you any tips for like rural areas, how they can begin with?
Yeah, just like I have mentioned there that I was the first one in my, the colleagues group that, to give this suggestion to my students belonging to remote areas, because I do believe that we must, sense the things being in their shoe. So I told them not to worry, be relaxed. Just like I mentioned that everybody is emotionally devastated because of this pandemic. So I wanted to make them relax and easy. And I told them to go there once in a while, like once in a week or twice a week, to go to some area nearby with good internet connection and download all those videos, the video recorded lessons that we sent to them, all the instructions. Once they have all those instructions and all those video lessons with them, so I believe that our job becomes our job, every time our job becomes easier, and their job becomes easier too, because they do have instructions at their at their hand, at their end, offline, and they can learn the things, learn the instructions at their own pace. So I believe that they are going to do well if these things are used in everybody's context of teaching and learning.
Yeah, that's very rightly said. I remember one of the webinars, the presenter was having interactive, internet issues, and she
Hmm.
ran to the nearby pizza and grabbed the free Wi-Fi, and then did a wonderful
Right.
webinar from there on, sitting in a car. So yeah,
Hmm.
yesterday we were having a webinar with Hafdeler, and he said, motivated students will find a way to, learn
Yes.
things in yes. So whether
Now.
they are in online class or face-to-face class, so you
Hmm.
have to be intrinsically motivated for these kind of wonderful opportunities, and like you were saying, it is in a way blessing in disguise that
Yeah, blessing in
we are.
disguise.
Yeah.
Seriously, I
Mhm.
remember. Okay, I want to add in one thing that
Yeah.
In February last week, I was to get my, the leave from my institute, maternity leave. So the last week was there, and I was, giving suggestions and asking my students to come for these, technology-based interaction, and instructions, and the teaching and learning. I was just, motivating them through that. And there was one of my, that naughtiest student. He actually, stood up and said that, "Ma'am, do you think that we do need technology, these, Zoom class?" Because I was the first one to use the word Zoom in my classes, and they were like, "What's Zoom, ma'am? What's Zoom?" I told them about this interface, that it is a video conferencing, software. And I did use last year to teach one of my students from England. I had to teach him, about that syntax of the, grammar. So I told my students, and they were like, they were frowning their eyes that, "No, ma'am, I don't think so that we would be needing Zoom anytime." And oh my God, like after just 2 weeks, that pandemic hit. And I remember that it was maybe the third week of March when the first lockdown was imposed. And yes, everybody was like there, everybody was out of their senses. And the
Yeah.
same student, he messaged me that, "All hail, ma'am. आप I want to use that उर्दू वर्ड कहता है, आप तो मैम पीर हैं, पीर सही हैं कि आपने फ्यूचर देख लिया था." So
Yes.
yes, see, everybody is here on Zoom, and we are here using technology for our 21st century educational standards. We are here, the
Mm.
Pakistani teachers, and I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, that's the thing about teachers. Zoom was not
Hmm.
meant for these online meetings, but then we are
Yeah.
using this for this purpose, and it's going wonderfully well. So thanks everyone for your participation. I don't see another question. For our future webinars, you can follow social media channels. We're available on Facebook page. You can join our Facebook group, and you can follow social media channels on Twitter as well. Hashtag. Our handle for Twitter is TD Webinars. So this recording will be made available on our Teacher Development Webinars YouTube channel later this evening. So you can watch and rewatch. You can, get an idea of tutorial that how to use this video software. So in the last, I would like to remind you, COVID-19 cases has been on rise in Pakistan. So please be responsible for your lives, for your loved ones' lives. Keep practicing physical distancing, wearing masks, and social solidarity. Thanks, everyone. Stay safe. Bye bye.